Hello and welcome to Dev Note number 12 that was released at 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And this is going to be a little bit of a preview into Season 1, The Invasion. So let's go ahead and get started. It says, Greetings, Descendants is the director of the first Descendant. In the Dev Note, I would like to share in preview for the Season 1 update. Please check the major update details along with the weekly update content scheduled for Season 1. And here's a little bit of the splash art, which I think is pretty cool. Just when you thought Corell's Legion has retreated, they're coming back with more powerful tactical weapons. The first Descendant Season 1 update, Invasion, features a new episode along with the Invasion events. New Descendant Haley, Ultimate Freyna, Ultimate Weapons, new Intercept Battle Deathstalker, for a season exclusive progression system called Inversion Reinforcement. Season 1 Invasion will be released throughout 3 updates starting August 29th, offering a variety of content with 3 new challenges and rewards. Sorry, not 3 new challenges, but new challenges and rewards. The first Descendant is planning on providing seasonal updates, and Invasion is the first step of this journey. We explore the secrets of Descendants and unravel the stories of Ingress as we journey through the seasons. You'll discover new weapons, new Descendants will join the war, and Descendants will become more powerful. Of course, the season's progression is a way that preserves the progression of your Descendants and your collection. So, Corell's new weapon. Corell has prepared a new tactical weapon for revenge. The tactical weapon, forged from the Ancestors technology discovered by Amon in the Vulgus Legion's new strategy against the Descendants. So here, looks like these tubes here are like the new weapons, I'm going to assume right here. And maybe this is the activation, but we will see. When the Invasion season begins, the Invasion event will occur daily in 2 of the hard infiltration operation dungeons. In the dungeon where the Invasion has begun, you can start by selecting either Infiltration Operation or Invasion, and the Invasion event can be cleared twice per day for each dungeon. Interesting. So 2 runs per day, and you have different choices. Cool. Invasion dungeons will put your skills and wits to the test to hold back the Descendants. Corell's put a defense system with different mechanisms for each legion. These dungeons are solo challenges that feature different routes, puzzles, and strategies for the normal dungeons, where your objective is fended off from the invasion as quickly as possible. Okay, so these are not a group activity, it's a solo activity. Interesting. All right. So here's a little bit of details on Haley Scott, who's the new Descendant. Once a guerrilla unit supply soldier who gained fame as a legendary sniper, Haley is now the newest member of Descendant Corps. Not only can she take out enemies from a distance with her anti-material sniper cannon, she can also rapidly decrease her body temperature to spew chill when emotions run high. When Haley is an admirer of Yeza, who can manipulate chill as well, and is a cold-blooded sniper on the battlefield, she also is a warm-hearted hero who loves to make snow crystals and bring smiles to children's faces. Alright, so we're going to actually go into a little bit of detail on her abilities. So this is her first ability, Cryo Round. Instantly fires a cryo round that automatically tracks the enemy, deals damage, inflicts cryo, which deals additional damage along with Haley's firearm damage. Oh, so this scales off her firearm, so it's not by skill base. Interesting. So it looks like a little bit of like Enzo right here. That's cool. Storm Snare fires a freezing beam that unleashes a chill vortex around you and knocks back enemies, inflicting cryo on enemies that take a damage. So it's like a get off me type situation. Cool. Third ability, Cryo Fury. Haley's movement speed gradually decreases, but her firearm, skill, crit hit rate, and firearm penetration all increase significantly. Okay. So her abilities, that's cool. So whatever gun you have gets scaled off that. That's interesting. So it's not like the guns buff her, she's buffing the actual weapons. Okay, interesting. That's cool. And then Zenith replaces Haley's weapon with her unique weapon, an anti-material sniper cannon. Penetration of the anti-material sniper cannon and firearm attack greatly increases and deals additional chill skill damage. Recovers MP upon successful attacks, weak points, and decrease the cooldown for the more bullets you have remaining within this skill ends. Yeah, this is Haley. We're going through this is her 4th ability. This is her 3rd ability. So she basically buffs the weapon you're currently holding. Is not the other way around. Like Glay and all that. Where Glay takes the attributes of the weapon that she's holding and amplifies it, is the complete opposite, which is very interesting. So that's a cool little twist there. So Inversion Reinforcer for seasonal progression. Descendants experience a change in their RK as they come into contact with Ironheart multiple times. Their RK begins to draw energy from destroyed Ironhearts. Embracing this energy as a source of strength, Descendants now can gain new abilities through Inversion Reinforcers. Okay. So we have the Hunt. Improves Descendants' base stats. Attribute provides the Descendants' attribute resistance. Recovery improves the Descendants' recovery. Survival recovers defense buff that activates under certain conditions. And then Seasonal receives an effect that is useful for invasion dungeons. Okay, do we have more information on this? So Inversion Reinforcement is a progression system that only lasts for the season. You can learn the Inversion Reinforcement effects using the Ironheart Particle, which can be earned by clearing invasion dungeons or being active in hard difficulty fields. You can choose 3 of the effects that have been unlocked. When you unlock all 4 of the effects in line, you automatically acquire the line's collected effect. Collection effects are passively effects that can also be applied during the season. That means if you unlock all Inversion Reinforcement effects, you can utilize 3 of the selected effects and 5 collected effects for each line in the battle. So there are 5 of these, it looks like. And according to this, you can only choose 3 of them. And there's 4 tiers of these. So I guess the best way you could explain it is sort of like a tiered system. I'm getting I don't like comparing to other games, but I think the best way is sort of like the Destiny relic artifact for the season. So, but it's not like that. It looks like you have to progress it and level up through to get the full effect. So it's not quite like an artifact, but you will have an item, it sounds like, for each season. And then you can choose what you want for that. Interesting. Freyna's Awakening, Ultimate Freyna. Here's a picture of her. Still trapped in the days of Room Zero incident, Freyna's trauma has stopped her time in Season 1. We followed the story of Freyna, who continues to grieve alone. In this Descendant exclusive story, you explore the inner minds of the crestfallen hero, who's trapped in guilt and self-hatred for survival alone, for fallen to save her love and comrades. So a lot of our speculations are correct that we will have a Freyna-centered story. Will she be able to overcome her trauma? You'll also get to meet Ultimate Freyna, who broke through her limits. These are exclusive modification modules for her. Future Ultimate Descendants will be added with the seasonal updates, and as Descendants stories, the first Descendants lore expands. After Season 1, Ultimate Freyna, the next update for Ultimate Descendant will launch sequentially, starting with the initial Descendant to join the core. So it sounds like what they're doing is when the new Ultimate Descendant comes out, there's going to be a backstory of that Descendant. And it looks like they're going to be going with the original core members of the Descendants. So we got Freyna, so Sharon, Blair, all the original ones, and then we'll probably have some new ones as we go along. So Haley is a new one. So that's a pretty cool way of doing it. So we get a little bit more backstory behind each of the characters as we go. So here's some new ultimate weapons. So we first have the Excava, I believe. Hopefully I pronounced that. A powerful and versatile ultimate weapon. This assault rifle arrives with this update. Also acquired as a free battle pass reward. Extravaganza Excava, charges voltage when attacking enemies and uses a charge voltage to fire energy grenades. So it sounds like an electric based weapon. So voltage based. Cool. Second one is Frost Watcher, acquired through gameplay. I don't know what that means, but I think it drops or something. I don't know. This is a scout rifle, reduces an enemy's chill resistance and increases your chill skill damage each time you hit the enemy at long range. It's a perfect weapon for Viessa or Haley who uses chill attributed skills. Ooh, that sounds fun. Looming threat over Ingress, Deathstalker intercept battle. The Colossus still strengthens Ingress from behind the dimensional wall. It's time to meet the most powerful Colossus of Season 1, the Deathstalker. I wonder if the Deathstalker is that one that we saw with the mask that opened up. Deathstalker emerges from the darkness and unleashes attacks based on poison and fear. Stalking the descendants in the darkness of the void, Deathstalker is more formidable than any Colossus you've intercepted. You must jump back in the void to protect Ingress from the menace, solve the mystery shrouded in the darkness, and intercept Deathstalker. So I wonder if that was in the trailer. You know, that fight I was talking about with Ultimate Viessa? With that, I think it looked like a void or a supernova blast. That's going to be fun. I'm pretty sure it's going to be in a hard mode difficulty, but I think since people are pretty much in the hard mode area, it shouldn't be too bad. Highest difficulty infiltration operation in ETA-0. In Season 1, the highest difficulty of the infiltration operations will be added. Okay, so we have normal, hard, and then this new difficulty. Okay, it's providing a ground to test and polish your optimized builds, form a team, or challenge yourself to more difficult infiltration operations and public matchmaking. Provide the strength of descendants and acquire loot that can only be obtained in the most difficult infiltration operations. Okay, so there are going to be 3 tiers for this infiltration. So no more hard mode. That's sort of like medium level. That's pretty cool. So they're going to be just upping up the difficulty on stuff. Along with this, a mysterious merchant, ETA-0, visits Albion. Each time he visits, he shows up with a variety of products that can be purchased with exclusive currency. Each visit, he brings different products since he visits Albion with blueprints, descendants, and ultimate weapons. Occasionally hard to find consumables. Don't miss out on visiting ETA-0. Okay, so like a week, we don't know if it's a weekly merchant, but that's pretty cool. So like for those who play Destiny, Zur or Valkyrie, pretty cool. I wonder if this is the merchant that if you have duplicates and all that, you sell it to him and then you can buy some more stuff. I wonder if that is the thing, but again, that's all the information we know. Seasonal 1 invasion update schedule. Ooh, we got a roadmap. Here we go. All content will be updated sequentially during the invasion season. August 29th, which is a week from today, first update. New Descendant Haley and Haley skins. Invasion Dungeon, which is a solo. Apparently it's a solo mission. Invasion Reinforcement, Invasion Seasonal Pass, and Ultimate Weapon Excava. Okay. Then September 26th, second update. New Intercept Battle Deathstalker, Ultimate Weapon Frost Watcher, new Ultimate Skins, Ultimate Descendant exclusive spawn effects. Interesting that they're splitting this up. They're not dropping everything. They're putting this over like a, Then October 30th, Ultimate Freyna exclusive story, Ultimate Freyna modification modules, Haley modification modules, new Ultimate modules, high difficulty infiltration operations, and ETA-0. Interesting, chat. So for people who were looking forward to Freyna with Haley, you'll have to wait a little bit. Interesting. Yeah, I've already posted it in this dev note in the First Descendant maidens. Interesting that they're splitting it up. I'm not quite sure if the player base is going. Also, hello chat. New old school, welcome. Sorry, I'm not really reading chat. I'm sort of like focusing on these notes, but welcome everyone who's listening again. But interesting that they split this up though. Okay. I think some people are going to be disappointed, but that's how they're doing it. So additional improvements apply to season 1. So it's not so these notes that are going to be coming down later is not happening today. It's happening next week. So finally, here's some new improvements that will be applied in season 1 on August 29th. Void Fragment and Fusion Reactor loop improvements. It has been improved that playing void fragments once on hard difficulties now grant enough void shards to use a fusion reactor once. Okay, that is nice. Consequently, the amount of void shards reward in special operations has been increased. Ooh, okay. I was averaging about 60 void shards per run, so that means we're going to get more of those? Interesting. Additionally, void shards acquired for fusion reactors have been consolidated into a single type. Oh, not 2, but 1. Okay, that's nice. Now the same type of void shards will be dropped from both void fragments and void fusion reactors within the same battlefield. This change enhances the convenience of farming void shards, optimizes the monster placement of representative void fragments for each attribute. Ooh, that's nice. So no longer having to farm 2 shard types, you can bring it down to 1, and if you just do 1 void fragment run, that guarantees you a clear for the reactor. Oh, that's nice. Need gold and Cooper drops on void shard farms. Yeah, we'll have to see. Finally, the fusion reactor now requires void shards when using the reconstructive device rather than the start of the mission. This adjustment ensures that void shards are not consumed if you accidentally enter the fusion reactor. Okay, that is nice. Hard infiltration operation improvements. As previously announced, random options will be replaced with preset selections. The preset offer 3 options: 0, 125, and 250%. Oh, interesting. So no more cycling, I guess? And descendants who choose the same presets can play together in public matchmaking. Okay, so for those who do not know or have not gotten to that, the hard infiltration operations are where you can get more higher chances with morphic material, and you would have to cycle through different presets, it looks like, to get the percentage, but it looks like they're giving you 3 options instead of having to cycle all your gold, which is nice. So 0, 125, 250. But then they also had it to where you cannot matchmake with those presets. But if you had a teammate with you, you could. So now they're opening it to the public with those modifiers. Interesting. In addition to preventing the number of types of matchmaking pools for growing incrementally, descendants who select the same infiltration operation will now be match-made together, regardless of their selected rewards. Instead, the global effects that will apply based on the selected rewards will be removed. Lastly, the timed occupation mission will be removed from hard infiltration operations and placed with extermination battle, where the time can be reduced based on the descendant's skill. Cool. All right, so no more standing in the circle, I guess, or like those type of objectives. It looks like they're wanting to go more in kill side of things. That is nice. All right, socket type saving feature improvements. Now, once you assign a socket type, okay, so this is what we were talking about with the loadouts chat, I think two weeks ago. So they're implementing that next week. That's so cool. Now, once you assign a socket type, the socket type granted to that socket is permanently saved. So you can easily change it to the previous granted socket type at any time. For example, if a descendant changes an Ahmed socket to Malachi socket, you can easily choose between the 2 in that socket afterwards. Additionally, the socket type applied to loadout setting 1 can also be set to setting 2 and 3 as well, allowing you to grant multiple socket types only to the slot that acquires multiple socket types depending on your builds. Oh, okay. So it's not quite. Now, my question is, to get the 2 options, do you still need to burn a catalyst for this to get started? You know, I wonder. But I'm okay with this change actually. But it depends if it takes a catalyst or not. But being able to jump, but if you use one catalyst and now you have 2 options for that one slot, I would say that's okay. And then you can just jump between the two. Okay, that's we'll have to see how that actually happens when that comes.
Defend the galaxy? Join the Alliance.
David, thank you so much for our follow. Hope you're doing well. Descendant balance adjustments. Okay, here we go. Alderson Castle will be required. Yeah, I would think so too, but again, speculation here. Jaybird turret has been improved to apply stats such as skill power modifier, and additional attack, and will be able to enhance by descendant modules. Additionally, Jaybird's turret sync skill has been adjusted to apply to turret. Jaybird has been summoned. If the turret engineer modification modifier is equipped, the summoned turret has been improved to create an area. Okay, so Jaybird's getting a buff next week. Cool. Blair's Pitmaster skill has been improved to have more enhanced effects based on the number of flame zones. The duration of Blaze Up skill has been increased and MP costs have been reduced. When using the Extinguish skill, the flame zone will no longer be retrieved. Instead of the Taste of Aggression effects will stack based on the number of flame zones. The damage of the Burn Taste skill has been increased, and the skill button impute feature has been added to allow canceling of mid-skill use. Nice. Additionally, the max stacks of the Incendiary Bomb modification module have been increased, and the performance of the Deadly Cuisine skill has been enhanced with the Classic Chef modification module is equipped. So Blair's getting a buff as well. Nice. Okay, Ajax. Orbital Barrier Hypercube skills are now affected by attributed resistance, making them stronger. Oh boy. Nice. So Ajax is going to be more tanky. The Body Enhancement Modification module increases HP, defense, and shields, and when using these skills, Void Energy will also recover to 100%, allowing the use of enhanced skills more often. Nice. Additionally, the Void Charge modification module allowed the Void Walk skill to be stacked, and the Void Walk and Expulsion skills have been modified to increase the damage based on defense. When using enhanced skills, the cooldown will now reset. So, Jaybird, Blair, and Ajax are getting buffs. So far, no nerfs to people. Various UX improvements. First, a feature to designated random options have been added to the external components, junk filters, and reactors. And this will allow you to conveniently designate items that don't have the need random option as junk. Additionally, dismantling items to combat is now available. The shapes displayed to show your preferred item attachments now be designated using a variety of shapes, enables you to manage them with different shapes according to their uses. A favorite feature has been added in the research menu. The acquisition information of the applied items now been shown on the map. Other updates include additional improvements to the icon information display that was included in version 1.0.7. A feature is disabled voice playback during hard missions. The additional visual information on the encrypted vaults and various other improvements. Very cool. And then it says, don't miss the first season starting August 29th, which is a week from today, Thursday. So, woo, that was a lot. Oh, man, that was good. So there's going to be a lot of new changes next week. There's unless they do an announcement later for this week, nothing's really changed until season 1 drops. But cool. So far, no nerfs to any descendants, just buffs.